What is the best ammo mod to use inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies? Well, I'm gonna be going over them in today's video in my personal opinion from worst to best. One thing to note before we get into it, as for the augments for these ammo mods, since they do play such a big part, I will be mentioning them sometimes here and there if I'm speaking specifically an ammo mod that has, let's say, an augment that is important to it, but overall I will have the two augments on each one of these ammo mods that I have used and personally think is the best down in the description if you want to use them with the specific ammo mods to test out yourself. And another thing is, do bear in mind, this is in my opinion. You will probably share a different opinion and that is completely okay. I would still love to hear down in the comments if you do have any specific recommendations as to why a different ammo mod would be better than another. So for the first ammo mod, the one that I think that is at least the least best inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies has to be Cryo Freeze, unfortunately. This ammo mod just doesn't feel like it's anything good as of right now, and I feel like I'll be saying that for most of the ammo mods because again, the game is still in its super early life cycle. We're still yet to see 3 more future maps and a lot of buffs and nerfs to things will be coming. So overall, this ammo mod could end up being the best thing in the future, but as of right now, I think it is the weakest or at least the most lackluster because personally the augments that I use on it for Major, I have Ice Cloud. The freezing ability that the Ice Cloud creates is really nice, and the damage increase from freezer burn is also really good, but the fact that this ammo mod doesn't have anything that completely takes out the zombies, or that it doesn't even have any uses on elite bosses from my knowledge, or at least pairing it up in a specific way to deal more damage on them, it isn't just any good, and I don't have much more to say about it. The next ammo mod in my opinion is Deadwire. This one is really cool and it does have one big benefit, and that is the fact that it will be dealing more damage on the amalgam, which is definitely a huge plus. But again, comparing this to other ammo mods, it's just not it. This ammo mod was actually absolutely insane on like Cold War Zombies, so it's kind of funny to see it returning inside of Black Ops 6, and it's just kind of lackluster. The main thing with the Major augment, I think Lightning Strike makes it really cool with a huge lightning bolt shooting down from the sky and then being able to stun a bunch of zombies around the area is definitely cool. So that's why it's, I think, better than Cryo Freeze. That's why I didn't put this as the last one, because there is something that you will be finding useful in this ammo mod, but again, just not much to say apart from amalgam damage, and Lightning Strike is pretty cool. The next ammo mod that we have is Brain Rot. Now this is where stuff is starting to get better, but I know it's still pretty low down. The reason I think it starts getting better is because Brain Rot is actually relatively useful because it does deal more damage on the Abomination inside of Liberty Falls, which is a huge plus. But specifically looking at the augments, they are the reason why I think this ammo mod is actually better than the previous two. The first one being Pheromone. The charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. This is super useful because it just kind of creates like a little decoy grenade that lasts way shorter, but it's still pretty useful if you're in any scenario that you need to get out of really fast. And then Explosive for minor augments. The charmed enemy just explodes and deals damage, which it actually does deal damage, which is a huge plus in my opinion, and that's why I think it's here, and that's why I think it's on this spot. But also on top of that, overall Brain Rot turns zombies into your team, and that's also special zombies or elite zombies with big game, and that does help out because they start killing them and actually doing pretty good, so you get like an extra teammate. So that's why I think it is a really good ammo mod, and we're starting to get into that area of really useful ones. Now we're moving on to basically the top 3, and I really struggle to decide what to put here, but I think I'm going to be putting down a Napalm Burst. And I know Napalm Burst, at least in my opinion, was like the best ammo mod you could have used on launch. It had really cool uses with some of the major and minor augments, but it feels like they've been slightly nerfed over the time, and also with the recent update of Manglers being decreased inside of the game and not being as big of a problem, at least on Liberty Falls and Terminus Island, this is definitely outshined by other ammo mods right now. Personally, the major and minor augments that I use, for Major I have Thermite, increased burn damage effect because obviously I want to deal more damage, and then minor augment Incinerary. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Now this ammo mod as of right now in Citadel D'Amour is just kind of useless, and the reason I'm using specifically Citadel D'Amour is because that's what a lot of people, including myself, are going to be playing up until the future map comes out. I've been seeing a lot of really positive things about it, and personally I absolutely love Citadel D'Amour. I can find myself sometimes playing it for for a ridiculous amount of time. I'm like, I'm still not sick of that map, which is already a great sign. There are obviously some not amazing things about it, like the wonder weapons not being good, but going back to Napalm Burst, it's just not useful on that, but it is useful on Liberty Falls and maybe a bit of Terminus Island because of the Manglers. Basically, the main thing is this is an amazing ammo mod because it will be dealing more damage to Manglers. That is the main thing that I'm going to be taking out of it. But also on Liberty Falls, you do have an Abomination, so combining this together is definitely good because you want to deal more damage to both of them, and that's a huge plus in my opinion. Moving on to the second best ammo mod. This one was difficult for me, but I'm going to be putting down Lightmend here. I was really considering putting this one at the #1 spot because it is actually a really good ammo mod. The fact that it heals you, some of its augments are actually really useful, like increase your health or make elite zombies drop you 3 more health glyphs, have the health glyphs deal damage to zombies. They're really cool and really useful, and the fact that it deals more damage to the double ghasts on Citadel Damore. Right now this ammo mod is really shining to me, and personally being one of the ones that whenever I'll hop onto Citadel Damore, I'll be like, yes, I want to use this right now. But the fact that, you know, maybe you want to deal more damage with an ammo mod, I am putting it on a second spot because looking at ammo mods, most of them deal more damage, and I kind of want to judge them by the damage itself, and antibiotic damage is not that good. Like compared to the #1 spot, which if you know the ammo mods, you already know what it is. It's not as powerful, but it is super useful. So #2 spot and #1 spot, personally, I would be considering like best ammo mods in the game. Like I would love to put them on the same spot, but I just wanted to, like, you know, do almost like a ranking system. So we will be putting Lightmend on #2. And if you haven't tried this bad boy out yet, definitely hop into a game and check it out. It's just so much fun to use. The fact that you get to get health from zombies is really useful, and it pairs really nice with like Jug, Armor, and Quick Revive. Even some of the minor augments like increase your health more after you pick up a glyph. So it's really useful, super cool, and I really like this one. So sad that I could have put it #1 because our #1 spot is going to be Shadow Rift. This bad boy is still remaining as the best ammo mod inside of the game in my opinion, and the main reason is because of its major augment, Big Game. This thing will insta-kill elites. It'll teleport them into the sky, obviously at a random chance of shooting a gun, and then they will fall to the sky and insta-die by hitting the ground. And anything that can just instantly kill one of the elites, like an Abomination and Amalgam, is, in my opinion, no competition compared to the other ones. Again, ammo mods feel like they should be dealing more damage, or at least helping you out more inside of the game, and this couldn't be more of that. Not only does it teleport the elite zombies, but it will teleport normal zombies, and then combining the minor augment Supermassive is so much help because it will be basically consuming so many of those zombies, teleporting them away. Over time you'll be seeing them falling from the sky, which is also so freaking cool, and I think Treyarch knocked it out of the park with this bad boy, and I will just continue using it more, even though again Lightmend is one of the ones that I'll be like, Shadow Rift or Lightmend. Tough decision. It is a shame that, let's say, the Doppelgasts on Citadel Damore don't take more damage from the Shadow Rift, because it would have been really cool, because then in that situation just use Shadow Rift on Citadel Damore. But the fact that, from what I've noticed, only one ammo mod will deal more damage on Doppelgasts and obviously deal more damage to special zombies is very welcome, because they'll be showing up more. That's where I'm going to say maybe consider using both Shadow Rift and Lightmend inside of your game on 2 different weapons if you want to deal more damage on Doppelgasts, want to deal more damage on the Amalgam. So it's a tough decision, but I really like using this ammo mod and just overall ammo mods inside of the game. And at the end of the day, you can actually improve every single one of them, or just use every single one of them inside of the game with the use of Elemental Pop inside of the game. So that's one thing, if you didn't know, you could do, and I think you should do. Definitely use some of the augments on Elemental Pop because it'll just make them so much better. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on the video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.